Hello PokeNet. In this video we are going to be doing 2.3 or showing our decks. My dad is here with us again.
What up, PokeNet?
And I will be showing my deck first as he leaves the room. Next Tuesday we will be doing the battle. Sorry for the wait. We just are going to be doing a long discussion on my deck. So, I have a Pheasant Dippity. What? Ah. Forgot my Monkey Dory. I've also got a Pheasant Dippity. I've got two Bedoos, a Hoot Toot, and a Noctowl pair. I've got two Regigigas to plunder Terra Pokemon. I've got a Fan Rotom. I've got two Eevees, which I can then evolve into a Jolteon, an Umbreon, an Espeon, a Sylveon, or one or of my two Sylveon EXs. I've also got a Gold Iron Leaves EX, a Pikachu EX, and that's it for the Pokemon. I have an A-Spec Max Rod, good for if I were to want Pokemon in basic energy. I've got a Rescue Board. I've got a Buddy Poffin to help me get Pokemon, an Earthen Vessel for more energy, a Carmine Pokeball to help me for draw, and another Carmine. I've got two Professor Researches for draw. I've got a Lacey for draw support. And then there are my energies. 4 water energy, 4 dark, 4 grass, 7 psychic, and 12 electric. So basically what will happen is that I will try to fire up my EVs by putting some up. Then I will have a Monkey Dory on my bench and attach a dark energy. That way I can deflect 30 damage counters onto my enemy Pokemon. And if my dad were to have any Terra Pokemon, I'll power up Regigigas and attack the Terra Pokemon for a whopping 330, able to one-shot a Charizard. It'll take a while to set that up, but it'll work. Also, I could, of course, use the Pikachu EX if I'm in a pinch, attach free electric energy to it, and then use Thunder for 220, knocking out almost any Pokemon, but it does 30 damage to itself. For Iron Leaves, when I were to play it from my hand onto my bench during my turn, I could switch it out for my active Pokemon and move any amount of energy, meaning that I can safely use Prism Edge for 180. So that's cool. Fan Rotom for my first turn to get some colorless. And if I were to ever have not enough Pokemon, most of my Pokemon are in my discard, I could use Max Rod to swoop them all up. Then I have the evolutions, that way I could evolve whenever I were to want and do some. I haven't really thought of what I'll do with them yet, besides the Sylveon EX. So, yeah, my main use is Sylveon EX. I wish I were to have that one Altaria that I got in the Paradox Rift stuff. Okay, I'll swoop up, but right now I don't have it. I'll swoop up my cards, and shortly you will be looking at my dad's deck.
What up, PokeNet? So I'm here to go through my deck and what I got figured out now that we moved to a 60 card deck. And if you watched the other videos, you saw that I opened up a Temporal Forces ETB and a Prismatic Evolutions ETB. And this is what I kind of came up with. I don't know if it's super strong for 60. I wish we were playing 40 card deck still. But I did build an ancient deck, so it's almost like an ancient box. My main attacker in here is these Koraidons. So I have a Koraidon EX and regular Koraidon. So those are my main attackers. I also have a Sandy Shocks, 2 Great Tusks. Again, I think what these do, they do land collapse, where you discard a card from your opponent's deck. If you used an ancient supporter card this turn, discard 3 more. So that can be up to 4 cards that you're discarding from their deck. So it's a very interesting and could be a very powerful attack. And then otherwise, ancient-wise, I also have Screamtail, and his main attack is heal 100 damage from one of your benched ancient Pokemon. So I have him in there to help with that and to be another ancient Pokemon. And then I have some other attackers and other cards that I can use to help too. So I have a Victini, mainly because his first attack is shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 6 cards, so to help me get some more cards out. I also have Turtonator because for 2 energy, 1 fighting and 1 colorless, this attack does 40 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So I think that could be good. I have a Groudon, and I have him and Drillbur because I think they work good together. So for Swell Power, attach a basic energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. And then also has discard up to 4 energy from your Pokemon, so any Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage for each card you discard in that way. So I think that could work out well. And then I have Drillbur. When you play this card, when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for up to 3 basic fighting energy and discard them, which I think works really well with Professor Sada's Vitality, which we will use in here. And then I have a Dunsparce, or I have Dunsparce. I wish I had 2 of them, but I have 1 Dunsparce and 2 Dunsparce. Again, I have these for Runaway Draw, which is once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. If you drew cards in this way, shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards into your deck. So it's a good way to help get some more draw power going. So that's why I have that. I have Fan Rotom to help get Dunsparce and to get a Skitty. So I have Skitty for Call of Family. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. And then I have Delcatty because it also has your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused for 1 energy. Just in case I need something like that. So those are my Pokemon. And then I'll go through, I don't have a ton of items, but I have a couple items. I have 3 Buddy Buddy Poffins. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them on your bench. I have Lacey, which I used a lot in that last matchup, which is draw 4 cards. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards, draw 8. So I have Lacey, Black Belt Trainer, Training. Man, I wish I had more Professor Sada's Vitality, but I have 1. which is very powerful for this ancient deck, which is choose up to 2 of your ancient Pokemon and attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of them, and then draw 3 cards. So that's why I have this with the drill burr to get energy in the discard pile, so then I can use Sada to attach them. And then I have 2 more ancient supporters, which is Explorer's Guidance. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck. Put 2 of them in your hand and discard the others. Morty's Conviction, just because I like that card. That looked really cool. So that's in there too. I got so lucky I pulled that Prime Catcher. And that is switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemons with their active spot. If you do, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. I have Cypher Maniac Code Breaking and Professor Turo's Scenario, a Rescue Board, an Earthen Vessel. Again, those are extremely playable. I have a Carmine, Crispin, and Kieran. Again, I'm very supporter heavy because I also have 2 more Professor's Research and 1 more Lacey too. So I got a ton of supporters. And then I have a Roto Stick, which helps me get the supporters. So that's what I'm looking at with those. Again, I don't have very many items. I have a ton of supporters, so hopefully I can get them when I want to use them. All right, then I have 1 Mist Energy, which I think is going to help me if Parker plays, is it Angelite or something like that, where he shuffles your 2 bench Pokemon into your deck. This will make it so that can't happen to which Pokemon it's attached to. Okay, so I have 1 Mist Energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Fire Energy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Fighting Energy, dude. And one of those is a Reverse Hollow, which is pretty cool. So not necessarily the best 60 card deck, but if I can get the Miraidon EX or the Sandy Shocks going, I think I've got a few supporter cards that are really going to help. And having the Prime Catcher, I mean, that's the most powerful A-Spec there is. So hopefully I get a chance to use that. So in next week's video, and that'll be the 2.4, we are going to be battling each other with the decks you just saw. Hopefully it's a good battle. I think I might get crushed, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this ancient deck can get something going. So anyways, have a Poketastic day.